Well, welcome back, fellers and fellettes. I'm Kenny of Kenny's Restorations. I'm going to show you today what I'm doing to my 79 Mustang. I've been shooting the bumper covers. I did the one on the back. We're going to do the one on the front today with black Sims trim paint. So let's get after it here and get busy. We've been busy around the shop working on things and whatnot, and I've been painting as I go because here in the Buckeye, the weather's been up and down, roly-poly, and I'm waiting for warm weather so I can shoot the high-build primer on this car. So I changed my tactics because of the weather. Waiting for it to get warm enough so I can shoot this, but it's warm enough so I can shoot the trim paint. So let's get busy. All right, prior to you guys coming along, I painted the back. I masked this off, trimmed it all out, and then I painted this back bumper cover. Turned out pretty decent. It's not perfect by no means, but you know, it'll get you where you're going. But it looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. Today what we're going to be doing is painting the front bumper cover and the headlight and the grills. This has all been scuffed down. Red Scotch-Brite and then gray Scotch-Brite to kind of even out everything, but I got a little bit more masking to do here. I'll just run a little piece of tape and show you guys how that's done. Paper tape together. You can use rolls or you can buy what I buy. It's already pre-made, and so we're going to do both sides so we don't get no overspray. Get everything taped off, and then that's what we'll be doing here. Got our parts in the back. These are back here on the sail panel. These tan pieces, that's the color of that interior, and they go right here on the sail panels. And we'll be painting them. And these other pieces are the wraparounds that go around the front windshield. So I got them all up there ready to go. All right, first things first, I'll go through how I do this. First thing is red Scotch-Brite or gray Scotch-Brite. I did both. I started out with the red and then scuffed it down. This is about, I don't know, 400 to 600 grit, somewhere in there. And then the other one's like 800, a little bit above the gray. So anyhow, we're going to be, I scuffed it down. Then I use spray away glass cleaner, cleaned the whole thing, and then I got in a spray bottle. I don't know where it went to, but anywho, it's in here. In my Sure Shot, I have wax and grease remover, and I wiped it all down already. So after you do this, this paint, I've already got it mixed up, but you know, follow your TDS sheets. Read them. They're even on the can for some, you know, installations of how to do it. But you can get online or whatever and pull up your TDS sheet and read it. This mix is 1-to-1. So one part of the paint and then slow reducer is what I put in it. Or this is medium reducer, sorry. Medium reducer. And mixes 1-to-1. One part paint, one part reducer. Prior to painting, you want, when you're doing rubber or plastic or anything like that, you must have an adhesion promoter. So I bought Sims adhesion promoter and sprayed it. I haven't done the front bumper yet, but I did the back, and then pieces over there are all done. So let's go up front and we'll spray this down. All right. Read your TDS sheets. It'll tell you how to spray this and what your timing is and what temperatures and all that stuff. One medium coat is what it calls for on this Sims. They've changed. It used to be a sticky coat and then a medium coat and then let it flash off. You know, and you had your flash times in between them coats, but they changed it. So good thing I looked at the TDS sheet. It says one medium coat, and that's it. So that's what we're going to do. Pretty simple. I'm just gonna spray this Sims on here. Not heavy, just put a medium coat on there. And then just spray her down. Try to get everything covered as much as possible. Do this on plastics, do this on rubber. Get some underneath there a little bit. Do this headlight. Try to do it as even as you possibly can. Get all your nooks and crannies. Now when I paint this car, I got to do the same thing on the plastics down here to do the green. That looks pretty good. You've seen how long that took. It didn't take hardly any time at all. It's already starting to flash off. So we'll give it its recommended time, and then we'll get set up here and get ready to paint. All right, let's see. You guys can see me. Okay, this is a paper that I buy. It's already got tape already on it. Quick and easy just to do this really quick. Use this product. Just getting this covered up so I don't have another mess. Oh, got my scissors or razor blade. Grab one of them real quick. Cut this off. I just don't want to be painting something I don't need to paint. So anyhow, this paper unrolls. That'll give me a goodly amount of area that I won't get paint on. And I'll just do the taping. Kind of random. Ain't really worried about too much. It ain't getting anything on the car. It won't be out that far anyhow. Hopefully I'm just right here just a little bit. Let me do the other side, and then that's pretty much it on the taping. All right, this is what I'm going to be using today is my Talco Mini Shine. It's got a 1.0 tip in it. I got my lights on it, the whole 9 yards. That way I can see the black when I'm spraying. Anyhow, I'm going to start out with my fluid. This is the knob for the fluid. And I'm going to start it with it clear in. And then I pretty much got this set all the way out, but I wanted to show you guys how to set up a gun kind of quickly. This is your air inlet. I got it maxed wide open because I run a regulator right on my gun. Solid. Like a solid, better than all that swivel stuff. Some of my guns do have swivels on them. I haven't converted them. This little gun runs around 10 to 15 PSI is basically what it runs. That's what I got it set at, is around, right around 12 is what I got it set at right there. So let's shoot this and see. I'll show you guys how to do this. Take my light off real quick. Easy on, easy off. Show you guys how I set a gun up. You can see it, well, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but barely little paint come out, and that's fluid almost clear off. Let's come out about a 1 turn and see what that does. Because you don't need a lot of paint. There you go. So that was just to see how much paint's coming out. Now let's adjust this gun down. I'm going to kind of just shoot here. I don't need a big wide fan pattern. I want something that's kind of small, between, I don't know, 2.5 inches, 3 inches when it's fully wide open. So to set this gun up, I turn, instead of shooting vertical like you normally do, I turn it sideways. So make sure I'm not talking to myself. Okay. So I turn the fan this way. That way, when you spray, you can see it on this way. But I just turn it that way to see how the paint's going to lay down. So let's shoot one shot here. Okay, that's pretty even. Let it flash off a little bit. Okay, we got way too much paint, or I held it too long. We got runs there. So I'm going to back that paint off just a little bit more. And then we'll spray again. And that's holding pretty good. Let's turn it in just a little bit more. It's runny a little bit. Well, I want to show you guys. I know it's starting to got a run there, but I want to show you the pattern real close. See if I can pick this camera out, shutting you guys off. Come on. Real runny, so it's really wet. This is getting better. I'll back it off just a little bit, but you can see just by my finger, I'm not shooting very wide pattern. And it's even, but it's a little heavy on the paint. So we'll just back it off just a little bit. Now you can see your overspray outline, but that's not what you're concerned about. You're concerned about this heavy of black in the middle. So won't show you that anymore, but that's pretty much what we're looking for. Bring you guys back over here. Get you set back up, and then I'll get to spraying. All right, well, I'm going to be wearing my mask now, so unless you want to listen to Charlie Brown's teacher, I'm going to try to talk through the mask. So I got the gun all set up. Let's shoot this black. I'm going to put down like a light, medium to light sticky coat first. This is going to be kind of hard shooting up in that grill, so it's going to be a lot of just kind of feathering the paint up in there. Okay, as you can see, that's how I painted that. It's laid down really nice. That's like a medium wet coat. And we'll let her flash off. Looks pretty good. And then I'll put 2 more coats on it. And I'll bring you back in here when I'm finished up. Let me get the air turned on. We'll let that flash off and let it ventilate all this spray out of here. And then I'm gonna go back here. Once it sucks this out, shut the fans back off, and then paint them pieces back here. So let this sit for a little bit, let it flash off. All right, we ain't got a lot of paint in our gun left, but we'll maybe get some sticky down on these, and then I'll mix up some more paint. All right, just ran out of paint, so let them flash off, and then we'll come back to it. I'll mix up some more paint, and then we'll hit them with another coat. All right, I'm gonna bring you guys over here. This is 2 coats on there. I'm gonna get ready to put number 3 on. Laid out real nice and clean, real nice and smooth. And then we're gonna put coat number 3 on. Let you guys watch that again, and then we'll finish this up. All right, round number 3. It's another coat. That's all there is to it. I do like a light, just by the way. That way, when you're painting up in the areas like this and stuff, you can get the light up in there and see if you missed any spots. That's why I really like a light. I see guys paint without a light, but I like a light so you can get in them nooks and crannies. All right, here we go. All right, let's guys take a look at that. Well, it's kind of wet and probably kind of look kind of goofy because it's starting to dry already, but there he is. That's 3 coats. I may put one more coat on it. I kind of doubt it. It looks kind of modelly there because it's drying. So once it dries, it'll flash off real good. I got concerned. I walked around here and I'm like, oh my, that's just tape wrinkles. That's not even supposed to be painted, but now look how smooth that is just leaving on that tape. So anyhow, I'll maybe put another coat on. I'm gonna let this flash off and go back there and paint that, but I'm not gonna bore you with all that. All right, that's it. Just wanted to show you guys how to do Sims trim paint. I used it on that 83 Fox body. I did the wrap around the windshield because it's a rag top. I did it. It's held up fine. I haven't had no problems with it. So I like that Sims trim paint. It works pretty good. It matches the OE stuff pretty close. So anyhow, thanks for watching. Be kind, work hard. You know, it'll all pay out in the end if you put your time and effort to going over your TDS sheets, your sanding process, your taping process. Take your time at it, and it'll turn out really good for you. So, like I said, work hard, be kind to everybody, be kind to yourself, and come back and watch us again. Thank you for watching.